Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we have another Dokkan Fest. We've had essentially, two new Dokkan Fests already in March. This is kind of the point in the year where we do get a lot of Dokkan Fests, TURs specifically, in a very short amount of time, right? Essentially, we kind of get one at the start of March, one at the middle of March, one at the end of March, and then we get two at the end of April, right? So it's like we get 5 Dokkan Fest TURs in a very short span of time. Now, the first one at the start of month, of course, was the Super 17 character, and then the one here that just came out, of course, is God Goku. Let's go ahead and jump into this. I don't really think that there's too many changes from the previous list, so I probably won't need to discuss too much a lot of the older characters. I feel like let's maybe save most of our discussions for, like, Yamcha, Super 17, God Goku, stuff like that. All right, so we'll start at number 10. We have Pan here. I do think Pan is a bit better after the release of the LR GT Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, which is the strongest unit in the game. Just so many various ways that unit is really crazy, which helps out Pan a lot. Pan is not my type of unit. With good luck and, the fight going the right way, Pan can easily win you fights by herself with a ridiculously super powerful, mega powerful active skill. But it's just that this is not really a great defensive character. I really cannot stand this mechanic right here. Like, this defense before attacking, this sucks. This is just ass. I hate when they give this to characters, right? But Pan is definitely like a strong character, no doubt about that. Next, we have Majin Vegeta here. I think that Int Majin Vegeta is just a nice, tanky character. Was never able to do damage even from the day he came out. It's just this guy is there to do two things: tank really well, and then also create int orbs. This guy being really good is sort of conditional on pairing him with LR Vegeta and Trunks. LR Vegeta and Trunks, of course, being a really powerful int type character. They link well. He creates a lot of orbs. Vegeta and Trunks can heal a lot while they're stacking. And then this Majin Vegeta has a lot of damage reduction. Majin Vegeta is a very powerful character, right? I do want to take yet another opportunity to tell people this guy was not downplayed on release. He has legitimate flaws, which a lot of him being super good is conditional on his intro, which needs a Trunks on the team, right? When Trunks became the best unit in the game several months after that, LR Vegeta and Trunks, it helped this guy out quite a bit. Now, Vegeta and Trunks are not the best unit in the game anymore, but they are still, they're in like the highest class of characters still. A character that is going to age very gracefully. They are very, very good. Next, we'll bring in Captain Ginyu. I think Captain Ginyu is still very powerful. He's doing a lot between his stacking, his supporting. He's got the scouter. He has a mid-battle heal. If we wanted to really poke holes at Ginyu, it would just be the team around him. I mean, certainly I think Rakum and Goldar are still powerful. Jason Birder are still pretty good. But it's like, whereas a lot of these other major characters are, like, they're getting new options that are Dokkan Fest LRs, major easy ATURs and LRs and stuff like that, are the units that are filling out the rest of these teams. Whereas, like, for Ginyu, it's like, you're running Terrifying Conquerors, like, you want to move more towards, like, a cooler setups and stuff like that, which certainly, this is where Ginyu will begin to fall off. Now, content has not really taken some gigantic step forward or anything like that. The Ginyu Force team can still win these fights, but, their team just pales in comparison to some of the newer stuff, which, I mean, again, look at the Ginyu Force here, they're March of 2022, right? So, next we have Bardock. Kind of sad to see Bardock this down low just because of how recent of a character he is, but Bardock really, I would say for the most part, using Bardock offensively and defensively, he is nothing special. It's just very, very easy for this guy to get caught. I feel like if the team is like completely built around him and you can maneuver things well, he can be very effective, but the main value of this character is his intro, right? And specifically the scouter portion of it. I feel like this character is still very useful because of that intro. All it takes is Bardock to be in like slot 7 or something like that, right? And then, you could just spend the fight like hiding him, trying to float him off, stuff like that. with decent RNG, he'll impact the fight a lot, even if he's not doing a lot of damage, and even if he's not the biggest defensive wall. I would really like if they would introduce some characters with this type of ability, right? Like, just as this first 5-turn scouter character, he's interesting. I like this Bardock. Again, offensively and defensively, he's certainly not that impressive, especially in comparison to a lot of the other characters on this list. But I think that Scouter is just very valuable, man. I feel like the Scouter is really useful. Next, wow, next is the androids, and I mean, they're good. I just would like to point, like, let's compare them to, like, God Goku, right? Like, this character, this ability right here, they get a 17% chance to dodge. They crit as well, sure, but the 17% chance to dodge, they get this with each attack they do. Now, it's very uncommon, I would say, to be fighting superclass enemies. So a lot of times, if you get the hidden potential system additional, they will triple attack, which can get you, above a 50% chance to dodge. God Goku is getting a 60% chance to dodge with only 3 orbs, while stacking and potentially guarding with 6 orbs. Like, you could, like, it's obscene that these characters are released 12 days apart. It just makes no sense, right? And it's like, God Goku has, one of the best link sets in the game. He's sharing links with all top characters. He's on every good team. Like, you just compare these units in every way, and it's just stunning that they came out 2 weeks apart. This unit should be better than the Gammas. It should be better than Kid Goku. It should be, God Goku at 1, this character at 2 is the way they should have did it. Now, here's the thing. Super 17 himself, I would say, is rather good once we are able to transform into him. But it's not like God Goku's doing all that turn 1, right? And it's like, you gotta fight in Claw to get to turn 5. And then this HP condition is so annoying, right? You transform into Super 17. Super 17 is good, but then it's like, again, you need things to break your way. He has to get hit a million times, even though fights are typically wrapping up, right? It's like, they want you to put him in slot 1, but, he's getting so much defense when he super attacks. It's just very easy to get cucked using this character, right? The entire game is RNG and stuff like that. It's very easy to have things go wrong when using this character, right? Even his Ki Blast nullification is HP restricted. It's just, if you get every single break, this can look like one of the more dominant characters in the game. But, there's just so many terrible conditions, so many, like, poorly designed parts of this character. And it sucks because this is, these teams, I mean, they could have used God Goku type character is what they could have used, not what we ended up getting there. Next, we have Yamcha. Yamcha's a pretty basic character. The thing with Yamcha is that he's all about dodge when it comes to him defensively, which can be pretty good. Remember, he gets a 50% chance to dodge baseline. Then he will do a separate proc, which is that each super attack he does, each super attack he does will give him a 10% chance to dodge. So, maybe you could do 3 supers plus his active skill. You'd then have a 40% chance to dodge, but it still would be like 50% chance to dodge, 40% chance to dodge with the 4 super attacks, and then your hidden potential system chance to dodge. If it could all be combined together, this guy would be maybe number 1. Very, very good character. Especially with his intro buff up, he could put up really obscene numbers. Overall, I would say Yamcha is very good. Maybe if he had a 70% chance to dodge, I'd be a little bit more on board with raising him a bit higher. To me, it does feel like there's a pretty substantial, like, noticeable difference between high chance to dodge and great chance to dodge, 70%, what UI Goku has. But I do think Yamcha is a very powerful character, right? Like, he's definitely strong. You can get away good with Yamcha. All right, so next, I think I'm just gonna fill in the top 4. I think that the top 4 are a level above. Yamcha, while good, is not quite on the level of these characters, and then bam, this is how we are going to do this. So let's go ahead and fill all these characters in, right? So we have both Gammas, we have Kid Goku, and then we're going to get God Goku. So this is the order in which I am going to place them. So let's start with Gamma 2. One important thing I should mention, Gamma 2 is usually the type of character I'm not the biggest fan of, but when you look at the combo of Gamma 2 and Gamma 1, how much they do for each other, Gamma 2 does also have a nullification, which is huge, and Gamma 2 is also a support. I don't know how often I have to tell y'all, if you are a red zone level character that's supporting, that is gargantuan. People never, ever give the Gammas their credit for the fact that they are supporting. This matters so much. Like, it's you just see the obscene numbers, the good tanking that these characters, the Gammas, can do, and then they're supporting on top of it. They're so stupid. The Gammas are so powerful, right? Gamma 1, he only has this counter, right? Whereas Gamma 2 has an actual nullification, but they are both really good. Gamma 1, of course, has got guard and damage reduction. We know how good that is. Gamma 2, really good, but he's more of an offensive character. Gamma 1 is more of like a defensive character. Now, Kid Goku. I typically do have this where I have kind of like Kid Goku sandwiched in between the Gammas. I feel like I like what he's doing probably better than Gamma 2, but not Gamma 1. Kid Goku is really important towards God Goku. Like, the rainbow orb changing is just so big. And again, this is another reason why Kid Goku's so good. He's rainbow orb changing. He has direct support, which there are some powerful Youth or Dragon Ball Saga characters I can get the support. Mainly Youth, like AJ LR Gohan, for example, right? You get that support off. You got the rainbow orb changing. This other ability of Kid Goku where it gives the whole rotation damage reduction is so big. Especially, I've been, constantly saying this. Kid Goku, if you're running one of these glass cannon teams, like if you love, physical Super Saiyan 3 Goku is so good, right? Like, this ability of Kid Goku's is going to be meaningless on, like, physical Super Saiyan 3 Goku. But, like, if you're giving this extra damage reduction to the banner unit Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, or to God Goku, or one of the Gammas or something like that, it really helps, right? Or, like, Tech Carnival Goku, one of these types of characters. I love this path to power Kid Goku. This is the type of Goku, this is the type of design I'd love to see more of, right? Or the Gammas. And then, of course, we get to God Goku. So, God Goku, I mean, guys, he's just doing too much. I mean, he stacks, he guards, he dodges, he has guaranteed additionals, he has guaranteed crits, he has a ridiculously powerful active skill, and, oh, by the way, he's stacking attacks, so that active skill is going to hit super hard. I just like, this is what we want. This is the type of character we want them to be making. And then his links, dude, Super Saiyan, over in a flash, prepare for battle, shocking speed. Like, you look at the links that he has, he's got everything. I think that this God Goku is just like masterclass damn near. Now, the negatives for this guy, right, is that he does need orbs to get some of his abilities. Now, he creates physical key spheres, which usually these are going to be up for the majority of the fight, I've found, right? Like, I feel like most of the fight, you are going to have his stuff up here. I'm going to close some of these other ones right here. Just sort of get rid of these. Okay. Yep. The wiki, yep, nice and slow to exit out. Bro, I don't know what it is. The wiki, like, destroys my PC lately. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, like, God Goku, with 3 orbs, he gets a 60% chance to dodge. With 6 orbs, he gets the guard. 6 orbs is where he's, like, number 1, right? A character that is stacking defense, 60% chance to dodge, and guarding is super, super powerful. You could potentially get cucked with orbs. It's happened to me a couple of times, but, I mean, I've built my guy with extra dodge and a potential system, plus, 60% chance to dodge. Usually, my God Goku is dodging these big hits anyway. I really like what he brings to the table. Now, after we do our 4 super attacks and we get to turn 5, we can transform into Super Saiyan Goku. I would say I think Super Saiyan Goku is a little bit better than people give him credit for sure. But I really hate this. The 70% chance to dodge only before he attacks. I hate that so much. It's just very, like, the tech pan mechanic. It's just very easy to get caught. I feel like it happens all the time with me with these characters. The best way to utilize Super Saiyan Goku is as like a finisher, right? Remember, the active skill transformation in the Super Saiyan Goku is gonna do a good 10 million damage or so. That's the way it typically like is for me. And then Goku is doing guaranteed crits for his first 3 turns. I have not had Goku's crit wear off yet. Not even one single time, I don't think. And then he becomes super effective against all types starting from the 4th turn. That doesn't really matter. So the point is you use this character, like maybe, it's like turn 9 or 8 or something like that, and either you can't get the orbs for God Goku, or you could potentially finish the enemy off with the active skill attack, or, Goku and 70% chance to dodge and then into the guaranteed crit, right? I do like Goku as the #1 TUR. I mean, we could talk about his leader skill as well. This is one of the best leader skills in the game. Pure and Hybrid Saiyans gets most of these top characters, these Saiyan characters. So let's take a look. Yeah, this does look good. In terms of like tiers, I do feel like a lot of these characters are sort of grouped up together here. God Goku, I feel like, is definitely kind of the highest tier there. I do not think Yamcha is on the same level as the top 4. I've seen some people say that. I don't think so. Yamcha doesn't feel quite as good as them. The Gammas are just very smooth and easy. Kid Goku's just a very versatile character. And then God Goku, I mean, guaranteed additionals, guarding, dodging, like stacking, like he's doing everything. So, I would kind of put it like that. Not really too many changes, I think, from this, March 9th. This is when we did the Dokkan Fest Super 17. Yeah, the only change is that the tech androids fall off. They finally, this is the first time I've done one of these. Yeah, because they were already out when I started doing these kind of like monthly tier lists, like updating when the new characters came out. And the tech androids, they've fallen off for the first time. Very sad, very sad, very sad. So they're out of here. And then, of course, we introduce God Goku at #1. Yeah, pretty good. So let me know what you guys think of God Goku. I would say, I mean, he's, better than we could have hoped, I would say. I think that he's a tremendous character. The Gammas still feel very powerful. Kid Goku feels very powerful. TURs now, we've gotten a couple of good options lately, so that's good. I wish Super 17 was a little bit better. I'd much prefer they were 2 and not 6, but, it is what it is. So let me know what you guys think of God Goku and his ridiculousness. Again, I found it, you could easily just say, oh, well, what if you don't get 6 orbs, which is true, but with the teams I've built, it's been very rare I have not gotten the 6 orbs. It's been very uncommon, right? So it can happen, but I found it to not really be too big of an issue. We'll see. Maybe as time goes on, I'll get caught more and more and I'll change my mind. But right now, I do like God Goku as #1. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. I love y'all. And I'll catch y'all next time.